Hey, what's up? Welcome back. Hopefully by now you've had an opportunity to explore some of the dynamic stretching before your session and felt the benefits of it. Um, Now I want to talk about what happens after the session. I know for me, like while I surf, the longer I'm out there, I get kind of tighter and tighter in my hips. And so I found that spending just a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, doing a little bit of like static stretching post session really helps to speed up the recovery process. And I can feel it. The beach here is long, and I notice that if I don't stretch, the walk across the sand, I can feel the tightness in my hips. I do a little bit of stretching after my session, and the walk across the beach feels so much better. And then if I don't stretch, right, that tightness kind of compounds throughout the day, and then by the time the next surf comes around, I'm starting from a place of tightness. So for this video, I'll show you some stretches for the hips. It's really about opening up the hips, always for surfing. And we can stretch it from the back, we can get the glutes, and from the front, the hip flexor or psoas muscle. And like I say, just a few minutes, I'll show you a few different examples of stretches that you can choose from, but I recommend choosing, one for the glutes, one for the hip flexor psoas, and then you should really be good to go. Definitely anything else you throw in there is benefit. I'll throw a couple extra bonus stretches in here. And I'm actually thinking about incorporating some shoulder stretches as well, but I think starting off with getting the hips opened up will greatly improve your longevity in the water. Dare I say, surfgevity. All right, let's get into it later. All right, we're gonna start with the classic figure 4 stretch. This one's kind of a staple in the glute stretch arena. Cross one foot over the top of the knee of the other leg, and then either reach your hand through the little triangle you create and grab your calf or behind your thigh over your knee and apply a little tension. Something that helps protect your knee is to keep your foot flexed. For the foot that's resting on your thigh. So with all of these stretches, it's not really about adding a lot of tension. It's really about reaching the spot of tightness and then just holding there and allowing the body to release. And then of course we do the other side. We'll quickly go through. Another option, this one's interesting. I don't know where I came across this one. It's probably some random like TikTok or Instagram thing, but it kind of starts with the figure 4, but you're sitting up this time. And it's kind of setting a baseline, noticing where your tension is. And then allow that foot to drop to the side, and then pull your body towards your foot. And now allow this movement to really begin with pulling your chest towards your foot. The idea is to move your whole back towards your foot. It's not about arching. Your head will naturally move closer to your foot during the movement. But again, it's not really about applying a lot of tension. It's about finding the place of tension and just holding there. Your body will recognize the tightness and then naturally let go. Our bodies are constantly looking for ways to be better optimized. Classic gray day in San Francisco. Waves are a little unruly. Perfect day to play in the sand. Now this one I do when I'm feeling a little
less energetic. I just want to really relax. Cross one leg over the other one, and then just allow your body to fall over. This one feels really good, just hanging out in this position. And if you feel like it, you can move from side to side. And again, as a reminder, never pulling hard, just allowing your body to find the tight spot and inviting it to let go. And feels good. Switch legs, with the other leg on top. And then just fall into position. Now let's get into those hip flexors. So this is a classic runner's lunge. Stepping 1 foot forward, dropping the knee, and allowing your pelvis to drop. So you want your pelvis to get closer and closer to the sand, and you're just, again, just letting it, let gravity take it down. I like to roll my foot in the sand, just tilting my heel side to side. This kind of gets a different part of my hip flexor. And think about tucking your pelvis in this position. Switch legs, check the other side. And we're just hanging out. Now this is a little bit more of an intense hip flexor stretch. Same thing, it's kind of a runner's lunge, but this time reaching back and grabbing your foot, ankle, whatever's available, and applying some tension. Gives you a little bit of a twist. Really kind of deepens the attention that we're giving to our hip flexor or psoas muscle. Took me a while to get comfortable with this one. Holy moly, it would be so painful when I first started doing this stretch. It was years ago now, but I remember it like it was yesterday. Yeah, I just got to stick to it. The stretches and the flexibility, so beneficial. Being able to move freely and with ease through the world changes your perspective on everything, and especially in the water. Now we're switching sides. These are some bonus stretches. It's the frog stretch. Just allow the legs to open, kind of making a field goal post with your legs, and then drop your tailbone towards your heels. So applying pressure back, like in this angle, I'm applying pressure back towards the ocean. So you're pushing your tailbone towards your heels and finding that spot of tension, and then just release. And lastly, classic downward dog. Get those calves. Walk it out, stay in a static position. But calves definitely do a lot of work while surfing, so it feels good to stretch them out. And lastly, after getting all sandy, take a little quick dip in the ocean, little bonus swim, and then do your best Baywatch run up the beach before going home. Thanks, y'all. Take care.